is Courtney. If you are coming across this reading, welcome to my Barbie core little divine feminine space. I love you so very much. Today is going to be a pick a card on what reassurance you need right now. Here we don't point fingers, we don't do anything. I am here to deliver a message that should feel kind, non-pressuring, and good for you going down. I want to be your big sister today and make you feel good. I would love to give a little pep talk, and you can skip through this if you want because the whole video is bookmarked. But I would like to be big sister and Elle Woods to you. And really quickly, I just want to talk about I feel like it's so normalized to keep yourself safe and never stand up for yourself. Last night I had this weird experience with just a guy making cat calls at me and talking to me. I want to tell you, if you are in a safe space and people are around, you never have to let yourself feel disrespected or feel shy about sticking up for yourself. You are a person. I don't want people making, I don't want slime balls making you feel less than you are or uncomfortable if you can help anything about it, given the circumstances you're in. Stand up for yourself. It will inspire other people around you to be girly pop and feel good. Granted, you are safe. I love you so very much. I hope you can hold your boundaries, speak up for yourself when need be, and help yourself feel safe, respected, and teach people how to treat you. I love you very much, but other than that, I am going to show you the little overview for the reading today with my little Barbie journal. I got this from Miniso a while ago. But like I said, this reading is going to be on what reassurance is meant for you right now. So the first card for whatever pile you pick, I'll show you them in a minute, is going to be an overall energy check. So I think these messages are pretty versatile and they could be uplifting no matter where you're at. Because I obviously want things to be impactful, but I don't read on any super dark energies ever. I want this to be empowering and feel girly pop and feel like a sleepover at 3 a.m. So the first card anyway, just so you can figure out if it's yours or not, if it feels right, is going to be an overall energy check. The second one is going to be one gentle idea for grounding and relaxing, something practical, something real. Our third card is going to be progress to thank yourself for making lately. This could be small, this could be big, we'll find out. Your fourth card is going to be a gift or an incoming blessing you already deserve that's coming into your life. And then the fifth one is going to be one thing you don't need to worry or stress over right now. Hugs and kisses from me, Courtney. But I am going to show you the piles, and I'll keep this around. It's just to help us structure our reading and make sure things don't get too rambly or confusing for anyone. I love you. But anyway, today I wanted to go with all pink decks. Here on this channel, we love all pink decks. I wanted to feel girly pop, Elle Woods. I'm here for you, and this is a space for you. This is about self-worth and feeling great. So that is why we use so much pink. But first pile is going to be this beautiful rose aura quartz heart. One of the first crystals I ever got, and my pink and gold Rider-Waite tarot. The second pile is going to be my La Luz pile, and this beautiful unicorn stone heart. It's a little chipped and I bought it imperfect, but it's beautiful and it has that little bit of sparkle in it. And then my third pile is going to be this pink aragonite tower. And my Starseed tarot, which is very dreamy and pretty. whatever one feels like a yes is meant for you. If you're drawn to many, there may be double messages, but I love you so, so very much. I am going to get into the first pile, pick whatever one feels like a yes, and I love you. Hi, pile one. I love you. Okay, so something I also did for every single pile was I channeled message. I was just looking at my notes app and thinking of this the other day. So this is going to be a little channeled message for pile one. Focus on making a sanctuary and space you love for yourself. I don't know who that will resonate for, but I think it's important for everybody, making whatever your space, your habitat is, even your cubicle in like an office building if you work there, feel like home for you and have comforts. Wherever you can. But that is a channeled message for you. And now we are going to get into your cards. I also have oracle cards, but we are bringing those in later. And thank you for picking my beautiful rose aura quartz. All right. So our first card is going to be for your overall energy check, and I'm going to shuffle with you. So let's see. I love you so very much. You picked such a beautiful crystal. It's actually one of my first ones I ever bought. Maybe the second crystal I ever got myself. Your overall energy right now is the Ace of Swords. So you are trying to establish a new routine, I think. And I will say, sometimes we have trouble giving ourselves grace when we are enacting any new thing. And I could have channeled this for you because last night I was thinking about how sometimes we want a result or something we want so quickly, Diva, like so quick, because like when we have a dream and something we want to go and get it, right? Yeah. So I'm just feeling like, make sure that like progress and like steps towards anything is like the best thing you can be doing for yourself. Okay, Queen? Just because like steps towards anything is how you get there. It's how you get there, Diva. I love you. What else am I feeling from this? This could be like training a skill. For something. I don't know why, I just felt like somebody who picks this pile eventually, whether it's now or in the future, could be doing some like pretty arduous, heavy, girl bossy, she on X Games mode, to something physical, a sport they love, ice skating, track and field, anything, something. But I know it's taxing and like doing any workout, like you're gonna be like sore and like feel tired, but I do hope you are taking care of yourself the best you can if that is something I channeled for you. But nonetheless, I think somebody's running themselves a tiny bit ragged here, chasing a goal, Diva. Even like if you have to wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning to go to this or whatever, try to make sure you're eating like power foods, but things you still like. Like if you like Chinese food, get like chicken and broccoli. If you like Italian, maybe get like fish and pasta or something. And things like that, but try to make sure you're fueling your body with good stuff, and that's for anybody doing anything that's like time consuming and crazy right now. But Ace of Swords is ambition, so I do want to say I'm like super proud of you for like being consistent and like getting to your goals, because I think you're like self-driven here. I love that for you. You are so cool, and you are such a powerful being. You are so special. But I am going to get on the road with pulling these other cards too. So for our second one, I'm going to pull one gentle idea for grounding or relaxing that you can give yourself right now. Okay. 10 of Swords. So that can literally talk about rest, but also it can be about like bed rotting and like taking yourself to go see a movie. I wonder if this thing has a lot of people, or if it has a lot of stimuli, or if there's a lot of events that, like a lot of events that come with it and stuff. Diva. Sometimes bed rotting is good. Sometimes like slowing down and like watching a movie on Amazon we've been wanting to see is good. But like Ace of Swords in the tarot are like very fast paced. And things like that. So like I think what you need if you're in something that's so high energy is just to chill. And I'm trying to think what other examples can I come up with for this. I don't know, therapeutic mindless things. Somebody gardens is something that just came through, or somebody like not even gardens takes care of some plants, even like if it's just one. But I feel like gardening, being around plants right now is going to be good for somebody. I feel like going to a music festival right now is going to be good for somebody. Something that is very, very grounding, where you don't think and you just kind of experience. Does that make sense? Something you don't have to worry about so much, that you just experience. So like cooking or baking, or like somebody here is also a huge foodie and wants to go to a restaurant, even if it's not super expensive, and like try out like a certain dish they've got. That's mindless, right? You get so much choice. You get to order whatever food it is you want. You get to do whatever it is you want, consume it, enjoy it, have all the flavors, and eat whatever it is you like. But I think for you, what it's going to be as far as something that you can ground and relax doing is just going to be something mindless and something that's a comfort for you. Maybe that's why you got this. So you have a safe place to land, even if it's something you're doing at home. After you've come home and done this thing. I just realized they connect. Especially with the Ace of Swords here. Focus on making a sanctuary and space you love for yourself. Because when our lives are so fast paced, we need reprieve. Because we can't like run ourselves into the ground. We need to rest a little bit. Just so you can keep going on what you're at. Rest is productive because it's how you recover energy if you do anything high energy. Because I like, you can't work off of a dead battery. A TV remote doesn't work with dead batteries because it's exhausted. So I really just think like the easiest way you can do that, because rest can be fun, Diva. It's anything that's soothing for you. It's anything you don't have to think about. It's anything you enjoy. You just are making time for yourself. Think of it that way. Getting a massage for an hour, going to a favorite nature preserve you have, even if you still want to be moving around, and like taking a walk, but something that's just for you, that has no responsibility attached to it, something that's just for you, and designing a space for yourself, or getting comforts for your living space, so that it's all for you. But Diva, you can be a girl boss. You just gotta like make time for you, and make sure you are feeling fulfilled as often as you can. But I'm literally so proud of you. I just want you to like strike a happy balance. And I feel like most of you guys are going to be really, really good at like a work-life balance, at like a school and life balance and stuff. This is just a gentle reminder. This is just a gentle reminder of how things can stay regulated and how you can keep a balance, I think. Just because sometimes we need a reminder, so something like sticks in our head, where sometimes we need a little push. Like if you've really been wanting to do any of the things I mentioned, here's your sign. You know what I'm saying? But I love you so much. That's what I'm getting there. I may collect more after. But with the third card, we are going to do some progress you've made lately on this thing, or just in your life, or in anything you care about, to thank yourself for. Because sometimes we are so like excited about the destination we forget to celebrate like the really small victories, but the small victories are important because those are the ones we cross the threshold over to get to the really big ones, right? So like they're just as important, they're just as special, they're just as memorable. And sometimes when we really, really want that big result, we forget about like the small things we've done, like the small steps we're taking that are getting us there. So for you, oh, we have the Four of Cups. So I think you were patient about something, and I think you were persistent with something. I wonder if this is something where you really had to, with the Page of Wands, make a positive impression on someone, or go through like a really intense like training period for something, or just had anxiety about whether or not you would get this. But I think something to thank yourself for is all of the qualification, all the work, everything you've done to even put yourself on this path is what's coming through. Maybe you had to go through a really intense training program if you were one of those people who's in something athletic like I was talking about. But I think even just the steps you've taken to get to this point that you're at in this new thing now, because this kind of feels like a recent change. This kind of feels like a recent energy, especially because the aces are the first card in all of the suits. That's a tarot thing. It's jargon. But it's true. The aces usually talk about a new thing, which could be meaningful in there for us for a reason. But you stuck with this and you persisted and you were stubborn and you found a goal you care about that feels like you, and you've been living with it and working on it for a while so you could get the opportunities you are living through and doing now. And I think that's really special because so many people have dreams they end up not even following because they're like, oh, what if I don't get picked for this one thing that's a stepping stone? And they never even try. They never even try, but you tried and you were ambitious and you stuck with it and you didn't let anything throw you off. I also think somebody was picky and had enough faith in themselves to not just take any offer that came, but one that was special for them and one that worked and one that was important. So you were picky about what you deserved, your standards for yourself, and also your standards about what environment you wanted to be in, which is really cool. I'm thinking of like, an example I'm thinking of is when, everybody remembers, whether you like her or not, when Taylor Swift had her masters sold and then she made the re-recording. So everybody heard about it in the news at least once. Everybody heard about it on social media at least once. And I think a positive impact she created by doing that was making a ripple so loud that like new generation artists that are coming up are probably like, okay, I need to make sure I have the rights to this thing and I'm not accepting any less where I can get sold out later and things like that. Because I've seen younger new gen artists, no matter what genre they're in, speak on that. They're like, I realized, like, even like at the record labels, like the first time I've gotten an offer for one and it seems really exciting, like I need to negotiate for those things. And I think you've had the same kind of self-worth and inner resolve with whatever this is. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I love you. And like, not even in like a demeaning way, but like, that's courage. To me, that's really cool. And that's being earnest about the goals you have and what you want to achieve. And like the opportunities you want to be given. That's so cool. That's literally so cool. I am so very proud of you. I'm trying to think because I'm feeling drawn towards your Rose Aura Quartz too. I will say Rose Aura Quartz is traditionally a stone of like self-love, but with the aura coating, it kind of amplifies the energy of that. And I really think also if it's one that's so focused on the heart and like our own goals and dreams, it really kind of makes sense for you. Just because I think you've had this faith in yourself, and I'm sure it wavers sometimes, because sometimes when we chase a long-term goal, we're like, I'm chasing this and I don't even know if I'm going to get it. But I think you have been very, very self-assured, and you've been like, okay, but I'm going to keep going because it's still something I want. And that is persistence, and that is strength, and that is really, really cool. Because I feel like this has had its challenges with the swords just popping up in the reading and stuff. But you've stuck with it. You've been like, I'm going to hold my ground, because anytime I reflect and I think about giving up, I still want this thing. So I'm going to have faith in myself, and I'm going to see it through. That is really, 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 really cool. I will say a character I love that inspires my aesthetic, inspires me, has always made me feel like my femininity and like my girly girlness, because I've always had it as a strength, as Elle Woods. And this kind of makes me think of that movie. If you've never seen it, it's special, but you don't have to watch it if you feel no connection with what I'm saying. But I will say she is somebody who was very, very girly girl and wasn't super ambitious, but loved pink, and like this guy who was going to law school who dumped her because he was like, I need to date a Jackie Kennedy, not a Marilyn Monroe. And she goes to a party and he tells her like he was never going to pick her whether she got into law school or not. And she turns all of that rejection into everything into a cutscene of her going, getting a laptop, checking out books, and like cracking down on making sure she'd become a lawyer and be successful because she wanted this thing, no matter who told her she couldn't or anything. And you are giving me Elle Woods energy with this Page of Wands here. You go after what you want. I love you. For this next card, we are going to pull a card on a gift or incoming blessing that is yours, that's coming to you simply because you deserve it, simply because you deserve good things, and you deserve rewards, and you deserve things that make you happy. With the Devil here, I am going to pull a clarifier, but this is not concerning me because of the context I pulled it in. But with the Moon here, I think some privacy and alone time. Especially with the Devil here. I think some privacy and alone time. Because I feel like this may also be a message about burnout. But I feel like maybe this is around substances. Or maybe somebody is an adrenaline junkie and likes going skydiving and stuff. But it's something very personal, and it's something you keep for you. Whether you have friends you only go out with when you do this stuff or whatever it is. But I really think this is something that's good for your nervous system. This is something that lights you up that's coming in. I think it's just going to be an opportunity, or you coming by the finances to be able to do this stuff, to have a night out, to go and skydive like you've always wanted, or literally whatever this is. I feel like these are very lively, active people. If I'm thinking of zodiac signs, I think might vibe with this reading. Anything Gemini, anything Capricorn for sure. But it absolutely doesn't have to be. But with this, I really think something sweet that's coming in for you is just free time and time to do this thing. Or maybe even like time to plan something you've been worrying about that you've been putting off, and pushing back, procrastinating on. There we go. Just not because you haven't wanted to, not because you're lazy, literally just because I think it's a time consuming thing planning goes into that you haven't been able to find time for, but it's going to come up. And I also just think being able to slow down and get in touch with your emotions too is going to be helpful. But also here with the devil and the moon, there could be something here about you just like not letting yourself have time to enjoy things lately, especially with the 9 of Swords on the bottom. I want you to let yourself have this thing, okay? Say you're an athlete and you're watching this. One drink out with a friend is not going to throw you off your regimen and ruin your body. It's just not, especially not if it's one night out. You need to strike a balance here around this 10 of Swords too before, for like how you needed to ground and relax, rest, fun, rejuvenation. I think this is almost a part where I start pulling my oracle cards for you. I do like this energy. I just think you're being called a little bit to do things that fill you up and fulfill you, because what is life if we're only paying attention to one area of it? Right? What is life if we're only paying attention to one area of it? With Rose Aura Quartz here, I think you just need to love your own company again, because maybe it feels like the last time you did that was years ago, when you had less responsibility and were less busy. But it's an important thing. A relationship you have with yourself is the one you'll have your whole life, no matter what. So cultivate it. Love yourself like you are your partner. And make time for yourself. You always want to plan dates and see the person you're dating smile. I want you to make time for yourself and do things that are for you. This is very gentle encouragement. But I do think, even if you didn't resonate with this message specifically, it's telling you to do things for yourself that you enjoy and find your comforts, and keep your nervous system calm and take care. I love you so very much. One more card I'm going to pull before we get into your oracle cards and your charms. Is one thing you don't need to worry or stress over, either because it's going to resolve itself, it's like a rumination of something from the past, I don't know, or it's just something that like overthinking is not serving you on. Because this is about gentle reassurance. I want this to give you a bird's eye view of everything you're doing right with this reading overall, and tell you what you need and what you can release. So this last card is just going to be one thing you don't need to worry or stress over. Let us see. Oh, the 9 of Pentacles. So I definitely think you are either status or security in something, or your finances and your overall stability. You are bringing your life together. I feel like somebody needs to hear that if you worry about it. You are bringing and building a life for yourself in. Ooh, I need to burp. It's the truth. There we go. This is also very earth signy and makes me think of Capricorn. But like I said, if I'm mentioning it, it might be a significator for you. If not, it doesn't have to be. But with the 9 of Pentacles, she is independent. And this comes right before the card that's about a long-term career, family, or very, very long-term practical goals, whatever that is for you. Whatever that is for you. Maybe it's financial freedom. Maybe it's being single and being able to afford your dream home on your own. But this is just a sign it's all happening for you. I always call this my hot girl single card, because that's what she is. She's self-sufficient and not closed off or anything by any means, but self-sufficient and has achieved a long-term goal she really, really wants. It's a very, very girly pop card. I love it. I also think this is here to remind somebody they are not going to lose their passion or their fire for something they really, really love. And you are going to hold status and find consistency in whatever job, whatever community, whatever school, whatever academic opportunity, whatever friendship group, whatever this is, you are going to hold your position in it because it's something you belong in. Something our heart isn't in doesn't take us this far. Especially with the Four of Cups here before for some progress to applaud yourself on. If you didn't like that shit, you wouldn't have stuck with it, right? So I like Nine of Pentacles here. This is going to have longevity and be a consistent theme and something that's part of your life. It just is. With the Nine of Pentacles here, and it's going to bloom and bloom and bloom and bloom, right? Something I love about this card I've always thought is so pretty is like it's literally money growing on trees, and she's not worried about it. She's chilling because she puts in the work. She's doing something she has the drive to continue with. And she's just doing her thing. I told you, it's my hot girl boss card. I love it. I love this energy for you. The only suggestions I have to make, obviously, just so like you can like maintain your emotional well-being and your health and everything, is slowing down. Okay, even if that's like one night a week, taking yourself out and making time for something you love, as long as you make it important and like as long as you make it an event. So like say it's literally just watching a movie at home. Even if you're a health buff, like some strawberries, some hot, some dark chocolate, anything you enjoy, but like making it an event. And not just doing it because you're like, well, it's good enough I'm sitting here, right? Really, really taking care of yourself and like engaging in something that makes you feel pampered, some self-care. But something for you, I think, is the most important thing right now. Just to keep balanced with all of this stuff. To stay balanced so that you're not exhausted from your life, you're fulfilled because you are in balance. Does that make sense? If you're in balance, you can really, really, really appreciate everything you're doing in your life. But when you're out of balance, your energy is just like, I'm exhausted. Just making sure you have the comforts you love in your space and everything, I think, is going to take you so, so very far. And it's going to be really, really important and beneficial for you. I also am going to pull you some oracle cards from this beautiful fairy style, fairy core kind of oracle deck I have. And I'm also going to pull you a crystal card. You may not even be a crystal girly. So like if you have no interest in getting one you resonate with, it can also just be about the energy and whatever message comes in with it. But if you are a crystal girly, I might recommend getting whatever one I pull for you because it may serve you in a way right now. But let's first get into your fairy oracle cards. I love the backs of these too. Ooh. I'll take this one. So for you, we have travel, movement, and exploration. But for me, a lot of times, this is also like just about obviously giving ourselves things we enjoy. You don't have to earn taking care of yourself. I feel like I need to tell somebody, you don't have to earn it. Your goals are very, very important. But taking care of yourself is something you need. It's not just a want. It's not just something to earn. This is a gentle reminder for you. It's something you need. It's something you need to keep yourself together. Your likes, your wants, your cravings for things to do, you wanting to go and see a particular movie is something to honor. Okay? You have to make your life special and you have to make your life fun. That's why this is here. And if you have the resources, it could quite literally be about going to travel. I think somebody for this pile has a sibling who lives in a really beautiful place, or who you like to travel and have little getaways with. And this is a sign to do that when the time appears and when it's working for you guys. But this is a beautiful reading, really interacts with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords card I pulled for you. Really interacts with that, makes sense. Focus on making a sanctuary and space you love for yourself. So just making sure you are engaging in these comforts and what brings you peace and joy. And what feels good. And like I said, sometimes this is like literally about travel, but it can also be about just giving yourself what you need, feeling hot. Maybe somebody wants to go get waxed or like do something like that, or like call up your sneaky link. But like, no matter how it reads for you, no matter how making fun and like pampering yourself goes for you, it's something that needs to take place. Okay, diva, okay. But I also am going to pull you your crystal oracle card. I love this one. I pull it for myself. It always has a very sweet energy and it's never really wrong. In my experience with it, I also have the guidebook, but first we're gonna shuffle and get you one. I hate to be throwing off my pink theme here, but you never know. You might get a pink one. Okay. Might even be a concert. Somebody has a favorite artist and they're on tour, but like I don't think you know about it. If you have time, go on Spotify because I know they have like the events thing, and see if any of the artists you really, really love have events coming up that are even like remotely close to you or like in a place you can travel to. I'm channeling for someone. You got Sunstone. Very, very fitting for you. It's about slowing down and like taking pride in our achievements and everything we're working on, but also like chilling out. I am gonna read it for you. I've actually been thinking of buying some Sunstone because I think it's just like it's got good vibes. It's fun. It's number 55. Sorry, bear with me. Sorry. 53, 54, 55. Okay, sorry. Essential meaning: freedom, breaking through obstacles, the power to overcome limitations, knowing you can do it. I will say, I think this corresponds with the sacral chakra, which is spicy time, where we draw our creativity from, remembering to pamper ourselves. Anything that brings us passion and lights us up and helps us relax really is where that energy sits. And yours might need a little TLC, girl. Yours might need a little TLC. And it's nothing to worry about. It's literally just energy, and I can talk about like what parts of our lives are in balance and where we're struggling a little bit. So it's just a little reminder. Look how happy he looks. He's just saying, come on, diva, let's chill out. Let's chill out. You want to come over? Okay. I'm trying to get it right because I'm standing because my legs started cramping. Okay. Any of us can become so used. By the way, you can take a picture of this if you want, like screenshot it. Any of us can become so used to being restricted that when we have the potential to move beyond limitations, we stare in disbelief at the open door of the cage that has held us in captivity for so long. Right? I can't believe I deserve rest. Oh my God, that tarot reader with the pink channel was so right. She was so right. This is so nice. have you succumb to the illusion of scarcity consciousness and accurately seeing yourself as stuck in old patterns, telling yourself that the situation is the same as it's always been, when in truth it has begun to shift? Sunstone Spirit's message is that the door really is open and opportunities await you as you claim your freedom. What did I say about calming down and giving yourself time? Because you deserve it, and you deserve fun and good memories. Sunstone Spirit's message is that the door really is open. Slay. And opportunities await as you claim your freedom. You have the power to break through barriers. The parameters of your life are not what you thought they were. I also think this is about, like, if you're feeling like there's a glass ceiling, especially with something you don't need to worry about with this Nine of Pentacles with, this energy is going to be so helpful for you. The parameters of your life are not what you thought they were. So much more is available to you than you imagined. So believe in your freedom, spread your wings, and fly. You can do it. For Sunstone Spirit is here to strengthen your resolve to leave that cage far behind as you drink in the pleasure of being free and ready to live in a new way. You can choose from an array of opportunities the conscious universe has made available to you, so let go and be liberated. The conscious universe will help you avoid pitfalls and wrong turns that will wind you back around to the same old, same old. Simply enjoy this shift. Now it's your time to experience the thrill of exhilarating freedom. I'm going to read the prosperity message because this is about you, okay? This space is for when you need you time, not anybody else. You are at liberty to make any number of decisions about how to interact with the universal flow of abundance. Does that make you nervous, or are you excited? It's okay to be a little bit of both, but be sure to embrace your freedom of choice, knowing that Sunstone Spirit is bolstering your ability to decide what you want to do. Advice from others can be helpful, but you have to listen to your heart and check in with your values before making your own decisions. You no longer have to feel bound by old stories rooted in scarcity thinking. So believe in the universal flow of abundance and enjoy your freedom to choose how you will interact with it. You've got this. And the Crystal Spirit meditation, I don't always follow these because I got OCD, so my brain runs the track if I close my eyes too long. But for some people, it's great, and it's just a way to reflect and clear your mind. So I will read it to you. Working with Sunstone helps us release our old emotions, be strong, and own our leadership qualities, which do not arise from a place of ego, but from a place of inspired leadership for the highest good of all. Sunstone teaches us to shine authentically and without fear. You are totally able to screenshot this if you don't want to forget the name of the crystal. I also am going to share one more thing with you. I am a charm caster, which basically means I own all of these little silver charms. And based off of whatever they are, I am able to interpret them with like the meanings I assign to them. And they're supposed to just give us a nice little message. And I'm going to do that for you. I love you so very much. Little ASMR moment. You know, we got to change it up. We got to keep it balanced. Okay, so I'm taking these. I will say, I don't believe in fear-mongering with manifestation ever, because it's really just bringing in things that are fun for us. But I do have the compass and the lips right here, of course. And I am going to say, pay attention to how you talk and what your attitude is, and like, let yourself be authentic with the people around you, because I feel like actually most people in this group are going to be like, yes, But somebody here with the Ace of Swords, I know that among air signs, and it's a generalization because some people are a Virgo, Aquarius, or Gemini, and they're very well spoken. But you may have foot and mouth disease. But I think that only ever happens when you're like, okay, with this person, I can't say this. With this person, I can't say this. With this person, I can't say this. And I feel like the universe and the people around you, whoever you're associated with, wants to give you more opportunity with the key here. But you're being a little bit inauthentic with the handcuffs and the... This charm is from one of those chokers sets from 2016 a boy I liked got for me in the mall, and I kind of associate it with like whimsy and innocence. And with the cuffs here, I'm thinking you are kind of muting or muzzling like what you feel like you can say to certain people. And I really think something that's going to be empowering for you, even if it doesn't get you opportunities right away. Because I don't want you to think that's what this is. I want you to think of this like as an adjustment that's going to make you happier in the long run and bring you more light and happy things. Would be, I think, throwing that shit out the window, to say it bluntly, just because I think the more authentic you are with people, I think you have like a really fun part of your personality that you keep for yourself, your sense of humor, and the people who know you best. And it doesn't come out all the time because you're like, people aren't going to take me seriously, all this stuff. And that's a feeling to honor. And I'm sorry if you ever had a group of experiences or just one really big one that made you feel that way. But your authenticity with the Nine of Pentacles here in this card and the Sunstone, because I feel like Sunstone was speaking about this to us. Not shrinking yourself because you think you have to get opportunities. I think it's actually the opposite with you, with Rose Aura Quartz here. Rose Aura Quartz is always pink, but it's like, this one is like ultra glam. Look at how the ring light is like casting the rainbow onto it and like bringing it out. It's ultra glam. And I paid more attention to this rose quartz because it had rainbows on it. I think what's going to be really, really important for you is letting yourself be yourself, and that is going to bring you more success. You're going to be less stressed. You're going to feel better, because I feel like this freaking bogs you down. I don't want you to feel like that, especially if you are as funny and cool as it seems like you are with these charms. I want you to honor yourself, your feelings, and know that you can have all these things. And maybe the reassurance you need to hear is that you are great and you are amazing and you will be loved for your personality. It's not too much. It's not too weird. And it doesn't have to happen overnight. It turns into a practice. It turns into letting yourself be blunt and real and funny with someone once until it's comfortable. Okay? Honoring yourself and enacting it slowly, and reparenting yourself and telling yourself, I can be myself here, and doing it one day at a time. Because self-flagellation never brings us into growth and progress, but being kind to ourselves and applauding ourselves and congratulating ourselves does. Okay? This is so, so very cool. This is a soft place to land. And I want to tell you, you don't have to do anything with this message. I just hope it felt good to hear it. If you want to come back onto my little pink, divine feminine, girly pop space of the internet to hear and see from me again, I love you so very much. Subscribe. You are amazing. But if nothing else, I hope this made you feel good for now. I love you so, so very much. Be yourself, or just work on doing it more. I love you. Be gentle with yourself. I love you. Thank you. Hi, Pile 2. I love you so much. You are in the right place if you felt like saying yes to this pile with the unicorn stone. And immediately, because I wrote you a little channeled message I haven't told you about yet, it's under there. This feels like it's for like my creative girlies, my artists, people who love movies, or just like are like appreciators of like creative things. Even if you just go and take a painting class like every 5 months or something, but this might be for you. This is the La Luz Tarot. I got it in Amsterdam a couple years ago, and I was looking at it on Amazon, and it was like a Spanish deck, so it was like overpriced. It comes from Spain, and it had like bad reviews, but I got it and I love it in a random metaphysical store in Amsterdam. And obviously I'm not Dutch, right? Listen to my voice, but it is a cool deck. So unicorn stone is just, it's called a pegmatite. So I think it's smoky quartz, clevelandite, and pink tourmaline that all grew together. It's very cool. And I also am going to get you started with these 3 little channeled messages I wrote yesterday on some heart-shaped notes I have. Create. It is serving you right now, and you eat with any project you make right now. You eat with any project you make right now, whether you crochet, you paint, you do diamond painting, you do paint by number, you do pottery, you write, anything you're starting right now. You do short films, even if they're just for you. Anything you do right now, the inspiration is just like flying through you. I think your life looks like a Pinterest board right now, I feel called to tell you. But I love you so, so very much. I want to hang out with you. I hope I feel like a big sister. I feel ready to get into things whenever you are. But yes, I'm going to hold on to this and we'll refer to it throughout the reading. But I do think anything you make right now is going to be a success, just because I think your creativity is very, very active. And I want to tell you, whatever this is, even if you undercut your success sometimes, whatever you've been working on, you are good at. Even if you're painting a pottery kit from Michael's, you are good at it. It's beautiful. Whatever you're making, I'm sure. And creating is one of the healthiest things you can do for your mental health too. So I love that for you, no matter what it is. Even if you're writing spicy shit on AO3, whatever it is, it's good for you. I love you. But I'm just going to put this here right now so I can get into your cards and I have a little bit of room. You can totally take a screenshot of this if you want to. I'll leave it there a second. Okay. So, these cards are beautiful. It's one of my favorites. They are very, very gentle. I only like using pink decks on this channel because this is a place of softness, love, and self-worth. A place for you. Soft place to land. My name is Courtney. All right. I am going to show you, I made a little guideline for our reading I'll remind you of. So the overall energy check, one gentle idea for grounding and relaxing, progress to thank yourself for making, a gift or incoming blessing you already deserve. All my cards are falling. And one thing you don't need to worry or stress over. I am going to pick up my cards. 1 second. Okay, cool. That was so funny. I want this to feel like talking to a big sister. This is gentle. You don't need to fix anything. This is just for what reassurance you might be needing right now. But your first card is going to be your overall energy check. Just because I think this reading is so meant for you. If you identify with whatever card and energy I pull, it can help you identify if this is your pile or not. But all of these are pretty much intended to be positive. So I think there's probably a message in any of them for you. Ooh, the Empress. But if you resonate with this, I think this is definitely calling your name. The Empress. So this is about maybe you are a single girly or a recently single girly. But I do think you are somebody so very in touch with their femininity right now, even if you are a mask or a or you're not feminine in any way. Feminine energy is a place we go to heal, right? Because a lot of times when we need feel-good movies, we go and we watch the animated Barbie movies or the actual Barbie movie, or like female characters we love and stuff. It's strength, it's healing, it's literally the divine mother. Think of Gaia, think of Aphrodite, all that stuff. They're strong people. And getting in touch with our emotions sometimes and validating them is something that heals us. I love you so, so very much. You could be somebody naturally extroverted, but I think like right now in your free time, you're kind of on the down low and reserved, which is fine because I think you are giving yourself the material things you enjoy. I think you are letting yourself sit down, watch, pay attention to, listen to the media you love, maybe very associated with your pets. She is holding a wand here, which again makes me think of your creativity. I think your creativity maybe is something that's healing you and helping you, even if it's only subconsciously. So I really, really want you to keep on making art here. I have to obviously say this could definitely be for anybody who's a Taurus, a Cancer, a gentler, girly pop zodiac sign, but that could also just be the energy you're in right now. You don't technically have to have any of those things for this reading to be for you. And the sun also talks to be about a healthy masculine energy, right? The Empress is somebody with a really great balance within her. But she does represent fertility, feminine power, health, and things like that. That could be things you're working on. I think maybe if you were recently single or had a disappointment, you are somebody who is sad over it, but I think the way you move through things and you bounce back is by taking care of yourself. And funneling energy into your career or the pursuits you have that you love. But this is a beautiful energy, and it's just girly pop. If you're drawn to me in my video, this might be for you. Maybe you are all these things. And obviously it's anybody who's drawn to any of the piles or all of them, but I think I definitely have a space where you could watch all of them if you wanted. But if this sounds anything like you, I'm going to keep pulling cards. There is lots of pink here. So if you like pink, this is a definite. But the Empress is a beautiful, beautiful energy to pull for a first pull. And just off this, I think this is going to be healing, positive, and kind. I hope this feels like talking to a big sister because I do love you so much. But your second card pull is going to be one gentle idea for grounding or relaxing. Something practical, something soft, something kind. With self-worth and self-love laced into it and all the pink energy in the world. Okay. Oh, we have strength here. So, like, strength sometimes talks about the self-care that's very, very practical, that sometimes, like, isn't like chocolate strawberries and stuff, but is necessary. So, like, this could be, like, working on your sleep schedule, getting more sleep if you have a demanding job. And with the flower crown, I think of just slowing down, sitting. Making flower crowns is a very, like, meditative, but, like, careful, nimble thing you do with your fingers, right? So I do think this talks about laying down, making sure you're eating healthy food as often as you can, and like really coming into a place of peace where your brain is just blank. And that could be having a day where you bed rot, but doing it intentionally, not taking your laptop in there, not taking your gaming in there, napping, going in and out, and watching a movie. or like turning on Ghibli, but anything gentle, anything kind, anything calming, and things like that. But sometimes if you are somebody who loves to be moving and loves to be productive and loves to be working and everything, strength here as something to ground and relax with can be annoying, because that's exactly what it talks about, slowing down. And the moon is on here, which I'm paying attention to, which really means rest, okay? And if you are somebody that loves to be crafting, loves to be making something 24/7, loves to be doing all this stuff, I think you may have to tap into just a little bit of self-discipline and be like, okay, I want to be doing this right now, but this is what I need. This is what I need. So, I'm trying to think, how could you make that more fun for yourself? Door dashing, if you have the resources, and staying in bed or renting a movie for $3 for like 24 hours. If you don't like drinking water, getting like flavor packets and putting it in so it's still water, but it's something you want. Things like that. The Empress, I will say, in the original depiction, she's always in nature and she's always chilling and always has her hair done. So just kind of like think of how you can make rest and something magical and rejuvenating for yourself, but not boring. And like laying down and staying in one place and resting, but not boring. Whether that be going and laying in the sun and bringing your art project out there so you make sure you're getting enough sun, or I don't know why I channeled somebody going to a place with plants and flowers and looking around and being around nature and buying shells or something, but staying off your phone while you're there. Something here about just totally muting out the world and doing your thing. I will say the Empress here, she holds a wand, and the Empress is very strong. Anything she touches turns to gold. It's the truth. I burped. Anything she touches turns to gold, but also she has her ambitions, but she's found a balance, and she works on her ambitions when she has the power to, because she's been pouring into herself. And this doesn't mean don't go to work, but it does mean she's here to remind us gently and with love, because she is very motherly. I want you to do what you have to do and do what's important to you without draining yourself. So make time for all those things, especially with all the flowers here. Flowers take tender love and care to grow. It's feeding them, it's making sure they're getting the right amount of sunlight and all those things. So femininity, while it's girly and pink and fun, is also a place of healing and accountability and doing what's right for us so we can like stay on path. And strength, there are certain kinds of self-care that aren't always fun, because sometimes it's not chocolate covered strawberries and baking. Sometimes it's really just pausing and doing something without contact or anything. But I do think I maybe listed and suggested some things that are fun and functional without just sleeping. Like I love shelling, and I was kind of thinking of going to the beach soon and doing it, but I do hate the sand. So I'm like, why don't I go to like a gardening store I have here and like look through the shells like they've sourced and maybe like watercolor paint them or something. I don't know. I also think you can do like some really soothing crafts. You don't have to like break out like 3 containers of things to do for and get stressed with all the stuff in front of you. Just slow down. And here with like her flaming heart, it means patience and it means persistence, but for me it can also mean like taking time out for yourself, but reminding you that rest is productive, because it's how you can continue to do everything that's important to you. But these are beautiful, beautiful, very, very girly pop cards. I love your energy. I really, really hope you like this too. I wanted to like decorate my little tabletop space here. So I took some like pearls I use for crafting out, and today just scattered them all over the table. I hope you love it. Makes me think of you. But for your third card, I am going to pull a card on progress to thank yourself for. Just on anything you've been doing. I am just gonna see what comes out, but it should vibe with you guys. Oh, I will say, here, I know I said like Tauruses, Cancers might be here, but also Leo placements might be significant. Like I said, it's not necessary, because if this message is for you and it feels right, it is for you. These might just be indicative and like signifiers for you. But Cancer is popping up here again with the moon. But for my third one, progress to thank yourself for making. I love you so very much. I love you so very much. I will say, even just watching a show that you identify with that's fulfilling for you, because I have started a Sailor Moon rewatch. I'm going to watch it all the way through, the hundreds of episodes. And I feel like watching the Barbie movie too. Okay, some progress to thank yourself for. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so I think somebody is working on their long-term security and what they really, really, truly want out of life here. But I do think with this rose here, you were doing it out of a place of love for yourself, not fear or intimidation or feeling like you have to or being kicked out of a space. You are doing this out of love for yourself, the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is about creating long-term security, routines, habits, cultivating friendships or relationships that are important to us, that are going to be part of our legacy, that are important to our lives, that are our sorry, oh my God, biggest wishes for our long term in our life. So, and I know that's broad, but it can be, it's like, it's your career. It is thinking about whether or not you want a family, or maybe even I'm hearing somebody lost hope for a little bit about trying to create a family. This is very specific. Somebody lost hope about trying to create a family, maybe with fertility issues with the Empress here, or finances. But I want to tell you, it's going to work this time, because you found your hope again, because it's something that's meant for you. You are going to be dealt a blessing here. But the Ten of Pentacles is about our career. It could even be a long-term art project you're doing that like you pick up and put down every so often. Or like a writing project or a book or something. But it's here about you honoring yourself by making progress and chasing a dream, or giving something another try. It's here saying, it's your higher self here saying, thank you for loving me so much. Thank you for loving yourself and like respecting yourself and caring for yourself, about your happiness and wanting so much fulfillment for yourself that you're chasing it. Thank you. And I will say, this has flowers on here too, or things that look like little flowers. You are in your feminine energy. And I know the world tells us sometimes we have to masculinize ourselves as girly pops, or even if you are a guy and you have faced hatred from other people for who you love, or bigotry or anything, or told to man up. You don't have to. I think with the pink in this heart, and the flowers all here and the Empress being here, femininity is where you draw your power from for this pile. It's where you draw your power from. Don't ever apologize for it. It's where you draw your power from. It's yours. It's where you find your self-love. It's where you connect with your goals. It's how you love others so deeply. Your femininity and your girly popness is where you draw your energy from. Think of Elle Woods. Think of Barbie. They are powerful. Think of Sailor Moon. They are powerful. Think of any magical girl. They draw their power from their femininity. And that's where they find it. And that's what you do. And look at what you're building because of it. The Ten of Pentacles is like the happy ending of that suit. Look at you. You're doing your thing. I also think like creation and art is such an inherently feminine thing. I want you to protect your girly popness and hold it, and be brave enough to be vulnerable and love others and heal them, because that is a gift of yours with all this feminine energy here, but keep it for you. And I think you're getting better at that with the Ten of Pentacles. Not out of selfishness, but out of, I deserve the love and the care and the effort I've been giving everybody else. Because I want it. I'm so proud of you. I love you. And I don't mean it from a patronizing place or anything. I just I'm in this energy and you are going after something you want. And I am so proud of you. I love you, diva. Keep it up. If you need anybody else to tell you to keep it up, or if it's just nice to hear it, literally keep it up. You're eating down, like this card says. You eat up. Okay? You literally eat it up. You're killing it, diva. You're doing it. K-wording. Oh my God. But you're doing it. You're doing it. I love you. And then for your next... Oh, I just bit my lip. For your next card, a gift or incoming blessing that's already on its way to you that you deserve. So not something you have to claw and fight for right now. Just literally a blessing that's coming into your life because you deserve good things. So let's see. What a beautiful reading. Okay. The Ace of Wands, so more inspiration, actually. More motivation is coming up because you've been working on what you want and it's in alignment with you here. So this rest you're giving yourself, if you've gone through any sort of heartbreak or disappointment lately, and I feel like you are really, really good at bouncing back. You are, like anybody picking this pile is a very resilient, powerful human. But here with the Empress and the Wands, and about you recuperating and tapping into what you need to be giving yourself here. The Ace of Wands here is your motivation and your fire coming back. If any of it had not gone out, but been smothered a little bit, it's coming right back with the Ace of Wands here. You are going to have more energy again. You are going to have your eyes on the prize again. But with the Ten of Pentacles, I don't think your fire has ever gone out. I just think something has disappointed you, but you're moving through it because you are actively choosing yourself and picking this. And with the third eye here, you are not doing it out of a fear of scrambling because you're scared you won't be able to have this. You're doing this because it's right for you and it's healing you. And putting energy into yourself and your goals is exactly what you need to be doing right now. But I will say, Ace of Wands for me also is about something we want actively manifesting. It's actively manifesting, it's happening, it's getting there. Because Ace of Wands is movement forward. It's a dream and something we're pressing effort into. It's an idea we're working. So soon it's not going to be a dream. Soon you're just going to have it. And fast here with the Ace of Wands, fast. So I think it's just a reward seeing more results of your efforts and having more energy. because you deserve it and it's something that's meant for you. I think you had something taken from you and you are getting a gift back to replace it. And things like that, because this is literally a situation here. Everybody's heard this saying, but this is literally a one door shuts, another opens situation. That's what it is. That's literally what it is. So 10 of Pentacles here, you are just getting more fuel and bouncing back from whatever happened. You are turning it into fuel and saying, I still choose myself. I still choose what I want. Even if this one thing was heartbreaking, I still choose myself. I still choose what I'm moving towards. You are unwavering here. And this pink part kind of looked like a flower to me. And what I'm thinking is the Empress is also about fertility and creation. So for me, this is also about, it could literally be fertility for somebody, but it's also about manifesting something, birthing something, conceiving a dream you have. So it's there, it's coming. You're going to start seeing results of this. You're not going to see $2 million overnight, but you're going to start seeing results of this and you're going to start seeing it move. And it's not going to be a dream anymore. It's like just going to be your reality. That's what's up, Queen. That's what's happening. Beautiful, because the Empress manifests like crazy. The Moon, the Wands here, she manifests like crazy. And I will say, with more motivation, you are going to feel like you have more control over your life and you are going to want more rest, I feel. So you're going to be making more time for this. And then it's going to rebound you from here to here because you are going to be in alignment and taking care of yourself, which is really cool. You're going to be like, I have a bigger cup to pour from because I'm feeling better. And you will have more room for everything you're doing right now in your life. I feel like rest is most important right now. And things like that. Making time for this is most important right now while you're moving through this. But you are actively building something. And soon it's going to be built. It's going to be built. With Tarot card number 5, it's going to be one thing you don't need to worry or stress over. So something that's either going to work itself out or something you are just ruminating over. Because sometimes we worry about things that work themselves out. But sometimes we want something so bad, we want to control the situation and we just torment ourselves because sometimes it's out of our control. This is going to be something that's going to work itself out or is already on the way. But one thing you don't need to worry about, because this reading is about reassurance, right? So reminding you in how great of a place you're in. And what's going on and what's working for you, what is, and you just feeling clearer and happier and more proud of yourself and more in alignment. And I hope warm and fuzzy from being here with me because that's really how I want to make you feel. The Ace of Pentacles. So I think opportunity being found and things going in your favor could be something you're worried about. And I do feel like that's already happening. Say you are working on fertility. I think you have a very, very qualified doctor because I think maybe here there's a mistrust of other people or a platform or a system pushing you forward. And I think the opposite is going to happen. I think you're going to be popular here. I think whoever you're working with on whatever this is very intelligent, very smart. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, this is not something you have to worry about. I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is about exposure and having ourselves pushed out and put into the environments we want to be in this reading with the Lovers here. Because this is about a goal and the smaller details and community and the support we have in our lives. So I feel like that is something you don't need any help with. You don't need any help with that. I think you are kind. You have people in your corner. You found people who are good at what they do. You are choosing the right platform for yourself. But success with this here is going to keep growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Like these flowers bloom. Like these pentacles pile up. All that stuff. This is going to keep growing and growing and growing and growing, because these constellations also make me think this is something in your life you are meant to have, okay? Because I think everybody's heard of like the invisible string theory with like people we're supposed to meet. I also think it exists with achievements and things and experiences we're meant to have in our lives. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, this is something in alignment with you. I'm also noticing the eyes and the eyes here on both aces. You did get aces, so I do think these are opportunities you've created for yourself and fought for. And they will happen. They will happen. They are happening. With the elements here and everything, you have all the tools you need. There's nothing you need to actively change. I think you just are deserving of this dream you have. And you are taking steps and efforts toward it. And it's working. Yeah, it's working. And I also think unseen forces here are helping you out with the constellations, just like the algorithm, or you being very well liked in a workplace, or like finding a doctor who's one of the best in their fields that just so happens to take your insurance. So like, I think you're doing this because of your own efforts, but I also think there's some help here from the universe, whatever you believe in. There's some help here too, being pushing you towards it and like offering you help. There is help here. Just being given to you behind the scenes. I also think with Ace of Pentacles here, it's more confirmation with the aces. Whatever you enjoy creating or making, even if it's like Tumbler cricket cups and things like that, you are going to keep on finding inspiration and having fun with it with the aces here, because the Ace of Wands for me is very frequently about oh, this was 1, 2, 3, 4. The Ace of Wands is also literally about like I associate cups and wands with art, like physical art. You got the Ace of Wands, which is about like source and something being given to us. So I do think if art and creating is something really, really lovely for you and something you identify with and something that heals you, and you find you're having luck with like executing any project you make lately, that's going to keep happening. I also think it's really, really great karma for you. You've built up yourself here with the Ace of Pentacles. So you are being helped, and you are also actively manifesting and working on something. This is beautiful, and this is feminine energy to me, because divine feminine is strength, it's power, it's a place to draw power from, because it's literally creation, right? Women are beautiful, and they literally make life. And I think whether you are a guy, whether you are non-binary, whatever this is, if you're girly pop, this is for you, and the Empress lives in you. Like the divine feminine lives in you. Just because I think you are a creator here in the literal sense too. But that brings us to a beautiful place where I am also going to give you some oracle cards. So what we're going to do is, I have a crystal deck, and like, you could not even be a crystal girly. Like, if you don't like crystals, you don't want to go out and get them, to each your own, do your thing. And then whatever crystal I pull for you, I will just give you the message of, like, literally live your truth. I don't care. Just like, if you want to receive the message, that's enough. And then I also have some like self-love, self-care fairy oracle cards. So I'll start with those, because those are very fun and pink too. These are the backs of them. Okay, so we are first going to pull one of these. You'll love the artwork if you like my aesthetic here. It's very fun. I feel like I want to shuffle more. That's enough. Expect the best because you deserve it. Literally slay, queen. Look at that. Okay, with the Empress here and everything, she looks so girly pop too. So I think like her and the Empress would totally click. But expect the best because you deserve it. I think you are very, very good at giving yourself tenderness and self-care when you need it. I just think you forget to like make it a consistent thing in your life sometimes, but I think you have it down pat. And that is another gift that the Empress passes on to us. Knowing when to feed ourselves with the things we love. And that can mean like going out, taking ourselves shopping, making art when we need to. But like being in tune with your needs, body and mind, of when you need self-care, even if sometimes you put it off. So I really, really want you to lean in to any cues you get from your body, any cues you get from your heart and mind, because it's going to be powerful and be really, really great for you right now. And I think you have a gift for it already. This is also, I think, for my people who wear perfume and cologne. They look put together. They have fun with their makeup. She's literally a diva. This is you. Or this could be a sign, like, even if you just need a trim on your hair, let yourself go and have that. They're not expensive. Ooh, I'm burping. It's the truth. Letting yourself wear what you want and getting like glindified and however that aesthetic works for you. Having fun and enjoying yourself is just a sign here. You are literally doing great, sweetie. You're doing great, sweetie. I'm in my mom's car. I love you so, so much. Like, this is literally great. This is literally you. Your energy and your heart being, like, reflected back to you, I feel. I'm really, really excited about this crystal card. So I have the guidebooks. I'm also going to read you the page when you get there. And upon pulling the card, you can screenshot it at any point if you like. I also think even just sometimes making your lock screen a crystal, like even if you don't have it or something, is equally as powerful because the vibration is there. But whatever it ends up being, I will read it to you. This is one you can buy. This is one you can just work with the energy of. And if none of that vibes with you, literally just the message behind it could mean something to you. But I love you very, very much. Let's get one for you here. These are a little bit hard to shuffle for me because my hands are like this and like they are like this big. They are chonky. Okay, so for my beautiful divas, a pile two. Okay. Ooh, amber. I like this one. It's very warm. It's very bright. Okay, let me get my guidebook. It's like right over here. I'm stretching over to my vanity to get it because that's where I put it down. I had to flip through like literally 70 pages for pile ones, and you got number 3. Oh, here. Screenshot it if you like, but I'll also show it to you at the end after I give you the message. Okay, cool. Crystal number 3. So like the last one was literally so annoying to flip to, and this one is this one is just number 3. Number 3. Okay. Amber. So essential meaning, divas: healing family patterns, releasing karma, preserving the wisdom gained by the lessons of the past. So I said, I think this is like for sure about like resiliency and letting something roll off of your back and still continuing to choose yourself anyway. Just because you want something bad enough. that whole wanting something bad enough kind of reminds me of the first pile, but I think you're different in the way where you are more tapped in and focused on your emotions. So there might be something in there for you if you have the time, but these energies still are like jarringly different to me. The families we come into as infants and the ones we grow up in offer experiences that yield gifts, lessons about love, about resilience and forgiveness, and about our own power to leave behind old ways and embrace the new. Our current families do this too. By exploring our relationships with family members, we can discover our own strength and wisdom. Amber Spirit is here with a message to reconnect with the wounded story you still recount. One that instead tell from the perspective of love. Can you heal this story and instead tell one from the perspective of love? How beautiful it is to alchemically change the experience of family. I really think you've transmuted whatever this heartbreak was. And maybe that's been a pattern throughout your life. This way, you may receive and give love within a family as defined by the heart and the magic of the conscious universe who sends people your way. See, help is coming in or is already there. To make sure you have the caring and affection you need and deserve. Friends can be new family. And whether this is making content, whatever, your career and waiting for a promotion, you will be found. You are being helped. Reflect today on the love you have created for yourself and how precious you are. How precious you are, Diva! A gem like no other. Reflect on the family surrounding you. Material girl. The guides and manifestations of the conscious universe here to support you and send you love. Love and then some more love. Yes. Yes! Right? Ace of Pentacles, you're getting help. And Ace of Wands, you're drawing your own power too. Reflect today on the love you have created for yourself and how precious you are, a gem like no other. Reflect on the family surrounding you, the guides and manifestations of the conscious universe here to support you and send you love, love, and then some more love. Look to those who choose to offer you this gift, for they are your human and animal family. You aren't alone. Draw strength from knowing that love shows up always to bring you what was missing in your own family in the past. This balm is available for you to heal the family wound that has hurt for too long. Prosperity message. The lessons we learn about security and prosperity in our families of origin are brought into our lives as adults. Do you know what those lessons were for you? What messages about money and finances, about saving and investing and spending and sharing you were given? Somebody might be working on their relationship with money too. And I think you're handling it with grace, but also remember, you don't ever have to totally deny yourself of anything. You just have to make an effort to make security for yourself. Amber Spirit appears with an invitation to explore those lessons and messages in order to move forward consciously on the path of prosperity, unencumbered by old habits related to finances. These were perpetuated by you because, well, you never thought to question them. To enjoy prosperity, explore what your family taught you about abundance and make conscious choices about whether to keep, alter, or replace the lessons you learned. Somebody can really, really lean on their family right now, even if this isn't a money thing. The conscious universe wants you to be prosperous and will support you in making changes and in creating and sustaining wealth. What did I say? You're being watched over. I love you literally so very much. This was such a powerful and beautiful reading. Oh, let me open up to this page one more time if you would like to take a picture of it. There you go. I love you so, so very much. This is beautiful. So I would just say, make time for you, Diva. Continue to work on any sort of creative thing you're doing because it's all going to turn out beautiful right now. And remember that your girly popness is a strength. I love you so, so very much. I want you to know this is a safe place to land should you ever need to hear this literal message ever again. But also subscribe to me, like this, engage with me if you ever want to come back to my little like Barbie core pink psychic corner of the internet. I love to make these gentle messages. It's all I love to do. And remember that this was for you and nobody else. This was for you to come back to yourself, reconnect with yourself, and hear the reassurance you've been needing. This is a space of love and a safe place to land for you. I love you so, so very much. I adore you. This energy was gorgeous. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me. I love you. I love you. Thank you again so much. You are so beautiful, and I will see you next time I make one of these. Hello, pile 3. Hi. Welcome to my little Barbie core psychic corner of the internet. I love you so very much. This is for you if you felt like this pink aragonite and my little lavender starseed tarot was speaking to you. Obviously, use your discernment. The first card I always do is an energy check. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill if you don't relate to anything here. But I will say, this is for general reassurance, and I like to keep my readings open and all pretty positive. So if you vibed with more than one, you should be all right. I am going to go over the reading overview one last time, just so you know what's going, even if you skip forward. So we are doing what reassurance is meant for you right now. And as for my little spread, the first one is going to be an overall energy check, so you can see like if you like really, really vibe with this one, and like use your discernment. Our second card is going to be one gentle idea for like grounding and relaxing that's practical that you can do in your everyday right now. 3 is going to be progress to thank yourself for making, because progress and being kind to ourselves is the healthiest way we grow. Then for 4, we are going to do a gift or an incoming blessing coming into your life. You don't have to do anything for something, you just deserve because you're cool. And then 5 is going to be one thing you don't need to worry or stress over. So like something that's going to work itself out, or just anxiety. And then hugs and kisses from me. Okay. And I want you to settle in, chill out, hang out. You picked a very pretty crystal. I got this sometime during COVID. And I did do these little channeled messages for every pile. Make all the small things fun and intentional right now. And I'm just a girl, regardless of gender, slice of life. So not taking anything too seriously, right? And really, really tapping into your joy. I love that. I'm going to put it here because sometimes it connects with the other cards. You can even screenshot it if you like. My hands have a little tremor. I'm so, so sorry. I cannot do anything about it, so I shouldn't be sorry. But I love you so, so very much. As always, take what resonates. Thanks for being here, and we're going to settle in. So, I tried not to crush my toe with my little stool, but this is a beautiful deck. It was actually gifted to me when I was learning to read. And the first card is going to be our overall energy check, so you can see if you really, really vibe with this pile. Oh, geez, I only asked for one. I'm going to take whatever one fell out first. Okay, so the 6 of Swords. Oh, it's stuck. No, the 10 of Pentacles. So I do think somebody is feeling super, super driven right now. But maybe it's so focused on your long term, you are forgetting to be a little bit present. And I know like this is not your fault, and I hope you are not being accusatory towards yourself when this comes up. Just because when we really, really care about something and we're working hard and we're invested, sometimes we do get tunnel visioned because we're like, okay, I'm going to have this thing I want at any cost. And I know it's going to take time, but I'm going to do it. Ten of Crystals is also about like longevity and like routines. So I feel like maybe something you're doing, even if it's something you love, because I feel like maybe it's college for somebody, or like something very intense like a PhD, but however this fits into your life is however it fits. Don't take my examples too seriously. Just if it feels like it's right for you and it can relate without you forcing anything or making any problems that don't exist. Yeah, this could be speaking about some sort of learning opportunity, some sort of job opportunity. Maybe you travel to different countries for work, but there's something here just about it being demanding, and sometimes it swallows up any time you could have spent on yourself. If that sounds anything like it, but there also is a beautiful part here about pouring energy into your future and doing something really, really great for the world. I do feel like a lot of people in this pile, this is going to be for a philanthropic thing you do. So something that helps others, or learning skills and moving towards doing something philanthropic for others. And it's fulfilling, and it's special. But I also hope you are taking time for you and squeezing in things, no matter how small, that like help you reconnect with yourself here with this like slice of life thing. But for your second card, and I go back and forth, I just kind of like to have them all in front of me. So for your second one, it's going to be one gentle idea for grounding or relaxing. These cards are a little bit big for my hands, but they have colors I love so much in them. Ooh, somebody watching this pile may want to learn to read Tarot Oracle. And I want to tell you, it's really just pattern recognition, honing in on your spirituality, and learning how to get your ideas across, like working on your communication. But the first step is always being drawn to a thing. If you want it, you can have it. But for your second one, a gentle idea for grounding or relaxing, I am going to pull this one just because this is so big it's starting to hurt my hands. The Magician. So I wonder if any of you are living in a really special place temporarily. First is what's coming through. And you have opportunities for experiences there you wouldn't otherwise. I really, really want you to start exploring and enjoying your environment in whatever time you can carve out for it. And things like that, even if you're tired, just because like if your life is mundane and you're not like enjoying any of it, I think it's important for you to go there. This rainbow and this kind of womb looking thing is making me think of opportunity, and sometimes something being sort of fleeting. An opportunity to be somewhere where like, or like to travel somewhere that like might be hours for a while and not just like a day, but is something worth exploring because it's an opportunity you may not revisit again. So there's something here with making all the small things fun and intentional right now, about living intentionally with whatever time you can with whatever time you can find, even if that's like being on a college campus. And like I know when my sister was doing her undergrad, in all of the elevators for all of the dorm buildings, all the buildings actually, they put up the calendars for like all of like the student faculty events and stuff. And there were like Build-A-Bear pop-ups and concerts and like all this like actually really cool stuff. But I feel like this fits into anything. If you live a really cool life in a place you love and stuff, but you aren't soaking up the fun experiences, I think you should, so you have them, because you do have a rare, really cool opportunity. And I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles, it'll be what you remember from your time here. You may not remember the small, minute details of every single day when you were somewhere working on a thing. But I think it's so much fun, and it's how you make memories to go and try anything. Even if it starts downpouring and something happens, getting yourself out in any sort of capacity is how you make your life meaningful, and or part of it, how you make it meaningful for you, because philanthropy and helping philanthropy and helping others is like so important, but so is the memories you're gonna have years from now, and like what's important for you. And I feel like you are very responsible and very, very good at what you're doing, but I think it would take you so far to have a little bit of fun. With the Magician here too, you don't have to worry about falling off the horse and like forgetting like what you need to do and where you need to be. This is time you can block out and bracket for your day to just go off and do something that makes you happy. Or like have a new experience, or like check out like a coffee shop or something. Whatever it is, you don't have to go willy-nilly and go off the horse if you do something really super demanding. Just block out a little bit of time in your day so you can experience something and make a memory. Because that is very, very valuable. That's what you'll look back at. Those are the things you'll look back at. The friendships and the connections you made, the people you like talking to, the memories you had, and of course anything impactful you did. But you're a person, diva, and your experiences and your memories and what makes you happy and your hobbies, it all matters. It all matters, because to live a full life, we need to try and be a well-rounded human and like have our experiences and our fun. I know that I bust my ass doing what I do for a living, but I like just the beginning of the week, I was like, where I live is a very, very fun fair every January through the beginning of February. And I was like, oh my God, I have to record tomorrow because I need to go there and be there with the people I love tonight and make these memories. And it can feel a little bit scary to give up our time and like split up our time and divide up our time. But I am never going to regret the fun I had literally last night with my people, ever. And I'm going to remember it. Not that I filmed it the next day instead of waking myself up when I was exhausted at 7 and filming for 2 hours. I made a really, really special memory. I'm also going to pull you a third card on progress to thank yourself for already making. Ooh, we have the 7 of Cups. So I feel like maybe you felt like your ideas and your style in doing something would never be well received, especially with perspective here. I think you are a deep thinker. I feel like maybe the dreams you thought you got and the opportunities you thought you got and the idea to be in a room and share your ideas and share your knowledge was something you never thought you would have, or finding community would be something you never thought you would have. But you put yourself out there and you insert yourself into situations. I'm also picking up on Sagittarius energy here. because I think you love your goals and like your community more than anything else. With the Seven of Cups here, this is interesting because these are very big energies, but the Seven of Cups tends to be more gentle because it's about us wanting to find what we vibe with and what's going to make us feel like we belong. And I feel like you've really, really done that. You've created a space and camaraderie with people you know, and you almost have a mission statement for your life, your morals, and how you like to make sure you treat people, and what feels good for you, and the impact you want to make. That's something you've already discovered and done. So, and I feel like sometimes there are control issues here around, I want to do this and I want to be more like this person. But with the 10 of Pentacles here, or the 10 of Crystals, and the Magician, even if they are in different places in the spread all together, I like the way these interact because you have an innate ability for bringing people together with the Seven of Cups here and finding your place. You have an innate ability to connect. And connection, because we're social creatures, is part of how you get anywhere, if not the most important aspect of anything. Having confidence and coming forward and knowing what you can provide and knowing how you'd like to help and what's important to you is a very big and powerful thing, and you have it down. I definitely think you have an internal compass for like knowing your direction in life and knowing what place is going to be right for you to be in. Like knowing like where you need to be and when. I think you have a gift for that, and because of that, I really think you're going to be a change maker in whatever field, whatever communities you exist in. Just because you know exactly what message you want to deliver and you knew how to get there. This definitely feels very expansive. I think it's for people with a lot of different lives, but this deck also comes with a lot of whimsy, and it's very empowering. They always have a certain feeling for me, but the Seven of Cups is a beautiful pull here because it's personal and you are actively creating your environment. And I think because of that, you have different perspective. And I think anything you do is going to be really, really impactful. You don't have to worry about your security going anywhere. Not when you are somebody who like moves through the world this way. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I am so proud of you, just for like everything like you like innately are and everything, and not in a patronizing way. This is just a beautiful energy. I think you're very self-led, and you know what you believe in, and you want to use your light to project it onto other people, and your confidence to project it onto other people. I love you so very much. And Seven of Cups, I think you're really good at making people feel safe and feel honored, and like their experiences are not... Well, everybody's experiences are personal to them, but making somebody feel like they aren't alone in their experiences, even if it's something you haven't felt. I think you are an excellent communicator. But for your fourth card, this is going to be a gift or incoming blessing you already deserve, simply because you deserve good things. Simply because you deserve good things. Not something you're manifesting, but an incoming gift for you. An incoming gift or blessing that's coming just because you deserve it. I will say these cards are very big for my hands, but I'm doing my best. Okay. And for that, we have the Four of Pentacles. So I definitely think you are being elevated or getting recognition for part of whatever this is you do. Or like maybe this like community-based thing you do, you haven't received much opportunity yet, but I do think you're gonna impact, even if it's like one person who's like, oh my God, I've never met somebody somebody so qualified, so sure in what they do. I think maybe you are going to get some exposure or recognition by somebody's word of mouth, somebody you make a really, really great impression on. I want to look at these. Yeah, Page of Swords. That's what this makes me think of. Word of mouth and you getting some sort of recognition with the Ace of Wands for something you do. And you may even feel as if you don't deserve it at first. You'll be like, oh, I haven't been doing this long enough. I don't know enough about this thing. I'm trying, but like I'm not there yet. Like I don't have the same level of achievement. Stop it. I think you are really, really going to impact somebody positively. And if you are actively working on it and it's something you identify with that makes sense for you and makes you feel good, that you're in alignment with, this absolutely is for you. This absolutely is an opportunity you deserve. You don't need to worry about any of that, Diva. This absolutely is an opportunity you deserve. And something you're ready for. But I do think recognition you didn't think you were going to get till later down the line with whatever community you're helping. You are going to get very, very soon. Just as like, take it as like a good omen for your success in this thing. Even if it spooks you a little bit, take it as like a good omen. Because there's more of whatever it is to come. It might be somebody older than you that you just like impact positively, that gives somebody a good word about you, and then you get recognition for it. That's what I'm feeling though. It's something you deserve and it's something that's coming. It's something you're not going to be able to avoid. It's just a gift that is for you. It's just a blessing that is for you. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. I like this. You've got lots of pentacles here. So, like, your name will be pushed out, or you will be pushed out, or the way you do things will be praised, and you'll be like, me? Like, yes, Diva, you. Yes, Diva, you. You have the thing. You have the magic. You have the juice. Like, this is you. I will say, I do think this is something that has to do with long-term goals, or something long-term you want in your life, with pentacles popping up here and here, and it's also on this card. This is really, really cool. I also really like this dress. That is my stomach. What else do I see here? I don't know. I feel ready to pull you some more. And then your last tarot card for the spread, we're not finished yet, but your last tarot card is going to be one thing you don't need to worry about or stress over. So something that's going to work itself out, but also sometimes we are so zeroed in on something, we always think we're doing something wrong. That's stopping us from getting to success, like out of a place of control sometimes, because we're like, if I don't have this yet, something's wrong. And that's not the case, and I don't want you pointing fingers at yourself like ever, because you seem so genuine and compassionate. And good things just take time to build. A name takes time to build, but I feel like it's already actively happening for you because you're taking all the steps and you're doing everything you need to. But I am going to pull a card on this for you. I want this to feel gentle, and no, you don't have to fix anything. Just hear the message if you resonate with it. But one thing you don't need to worry or stress over oh, I'll take that one. It almost slipped out. The Emperor. So I don't think you have to worry about any judgment or any sort of thing impressed upon you by people who have been doing this longer. Maybe you think you are just wrong for not following some sort of tradition, and that's not true. I want to remind you, the only way forward is with progress and different mindsets. And I feel like whatever you're doing is something so about people and helping and healing community and nurturing them. There's no wrong way to do anything that you're doing. There's no wrong way to do anything that you're doing, as long as you are doing it from a heart-centered space of wanting to understand people and love them. Make all the small things fun and intentional right now. I also think you need to do that with the relationships and your peers in life and stuff. The way we form genuine connection is by being genuine, no matter what space you're in. And just because somebody has a position of power doesn't make them any less of a human with like thoughts, emotions, compassion, any of that. I do think with the Seven of Cups here, because I told you before, I think you have a gift of connecting, and I think you have a gift of communication, and you can do that with anybody. With the Emperor here, I definitely think you have promise in whatever this is you are doing, whether it be volunteering or becoming a doctor of some kind, or anything like that, or like if you are going back and forth on like wanting to be a parent, whatever this is, whatever this community-based thing is, I think you are born for this. I think you have the direction for it, and I think anybody you come to that you know through this thing from a genuine place of being yourself and knowing what you stand for and what you want to bring to that is going to vibe with you and listen to you and connect with you. I don't think you have to be afraid of other people, because making friends within something we love or peers within something we love is how you idea share, learn from each other, and become better at this thing. But to do that, you have to be authentic and kind and tell them why you're doing what you're doing and be real. So you really, really connect, and you're receptive to friendship and learning from other people. But I don't think there's anybody you can't connect with. I really do think with the Seven of Cups and the Four of Crystals, you have so much to share with people too. Not only do you have things to learn from other people, but I think you forget that like just a different perspective from somebody teaches us sometimes. And I feel like you have the capacity to teach and open somebody's mind just by telling them the way you do something, or like your approach to something, because I feel like it's gentle and kind and people-based, and whatever community you are existing in and doing this out of is one that needs you, needs your heart, needs your perspective, needs your progress and everything, for people who will come after you, for people who are being helped. But I really do think you have a unique perspective here, probably because of your own lived experiences and things you've seen. but you can turn that into power. And I think that's like really, really special. Make all the things fun, make all the small things fun and intentional right now. And like, this can be taking somebody out for coffee. This can be meeting somebody at a movie and just hanging out. This can be gravitating towards one person when you are around a group of people who do this other thing. These connections are going to grow organically because, like I said, I think you can connect with anyone. Just focus on being genuine when people approach you. I really think that's as simple as it has to be. This feels really, really special to me. And pink aragonite to me has always been about boundaries, but it's also about clarity and honoring our own opinions and visions. And I think that's why you pick this, and I think that energy would be reciprocated to you if you spoke to others and opened up to them. That's what I'm feeling with your tarot cards. I also have these beautiful, beautiful self-love, fairy, art-oriented oracle cards, and I am going to pull you one of those. I hope you know you are so beautiful, and being able to communicate and lead is such a beautiful, wonderful thing. I always say the only thing that's going to heal the world is tolerance and like community and making everybody feel necessary and like they have purpose. And I think you do that without trying. Okay. Oh, look at that. Spend time on the things that bring you joy. And I feel like connection is what brings you joy too. You just have to like lean into making that time for yourself to recharge too. I feel like you are somebody with a friend group, or at least like two, or at least one or two very like important friends I think you truly, truly, truly love. And care about, who are like real figures you respect and honor in your life. I really do think with all of this community-oriented stuff and like the strong sense of self you have, you love very deeply and very fully. And I love all the pink here. I love the pink vibes. I do hope you love my little pink corner of the internet. I like it because it's soft. That's why I use all pink decks. I think it's soft, kind, and I want you to feel like you and feel like you can be gentle and you have a safe space when you come to me. Spend time on the things that bring you joy. That makes sense for me with the Seven of Cups. I think work and play is an important balance, but remember, it's also okay if the people you spend time with are people on the same page as you, as long as you know how to relax around them and you really, really do connect, and it's not just, a surface level thing. But I feel like most of your connections and the people you're closest with are people who also care about people in the way you do. And I think this whole like making small things fun and intentional right now thing is something you always preach to others but forget to do for you. I think you're very, very focused on the needs of others even when you're with them, but you also have like a strong sense of self. I do think you could return it to yourself and let yourself be more present on you and how the people you love or the people you like are making you feel when you're with them, but still them. But also, you are more than the energy you give to other people, because you also deserve good energy and things that are restorative. You deserve those things always too. I love this. I definitely think with this witch, being like a caretaker and like being like a mom or dad or and be a parent comes very easy to you. But you are also allowed to do things that bring you fulfillment, and you are also allowed to tap into the fulfillment instead of worrying about the people you're with the whole time. I do think that's very special. I do think you're very special, but I hope you know your light is allowed to be your own on times you need it to. Your light is also allowed to be big and huge on the times you need it to. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I also, because I have crystals like omnipresent in these all the time, I like to pull a crystal card for any self-love related readings. You don't even have to be a crystal girly, a crystal guy, a crystal diva, nothing. I pull these because even if you aren't going to go and buy or work with whatever I give you if you own it, they also just add a message to the reading. I will say I do give you an opportunity to screenshot the message from the book when I read it, or screenshot the card, just because if you'd like to work with it and it's coming up in this, it's one that might be in alignment with you. But anyway, I'm going to pull you one. Just let me grab my guidebook. All right. And let me shuffle one out for you, you beautiful pile 3 divas. You really are so magical. I think you lift the vibration of the world and fill it with love just by being you, because of how community oriented you are. This pile may also be for my pretty girls, my pretty boys and stuff. I feel like there are some really, really objectively pretty humans who are picking this pile. You look gorgeous today. Oh, we're just beautiful to other people. You have the Jade card. This makes a lot of sense for me. And I don't have this one memorized down, but I will say I really do think you are here to help the collective, because something cool that I do know about Jade is I'm not sure if it was Japan or the very old Chinese dynasty, but jade was very, 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 very precious to them, and they made a whole bunch of art, bowls, tactical, practical objects too, all carved out of jade, because they just thought it had this amazing power and vibration. So I really think you are somebody with a capability to take negative life experiences or take negative thoughts and nip that shit in the bud for the purpose of protecting your mind and being kind to your mind. I think you are really, really good at that, and you should hone into it. And maybe it's something you can hold on to just to help you maintain your own energy. I know that in crystal theory, there are people who vibe and feel the vibrations of certain crystals more strongly than others, because I think you can work with any crystal you want. You can find the benefits of working with any crystal. But I will say, in my life, not only have I always gravitated to it more, but I feel the vibrations and I feel the buzzing in my hands and in my body when I work with crystals that are either rainbow moonstone, rose quartz, smoky quartz. I will say smoky quartz has always been a sponge for my depression or negative feelings. But I would look into this one if you really, really resonate with the crystal card portion of this. But this is number 27. I'm going to look it up in the book to see what page it's on. Jade. I also think this is a pile for some very kind people, but I will say Aquarius energy, air energy, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius is hitting me in the face with this one. You don't have to be any of those things. I just think you do carry a lot of that energy, whether you are or are not. Okay, Jade. So here is the card if you would like to take a picture of it. I do have a little hand tremor. I can't help it, so cope. But this is Jade. And here we have essential meaning, treasures within, a consciousness of abundance, recognizing that you are more than enough. Even the smallest crystal has the power to transmit energy, channeling information from the conscious universe. Electronic equipment contains crystals so small that you might not realize they are there. So too, do you have hidden strengths you may be overlooking, treasures within that can give you strength and courage as you break free of the past and venture into the unknown. These treasures can serve as talismans to remind you that you have enough and are enough. For you are stardust, the stuff of galaxies, a light being with every quality present in the universe. Goodness, bravery, love, you name it, it's there. Jade Spirit has arrived to tell you not to underestimate yourself. You have so many facets and so many assets to share and to grow. Whatever eludes you, open up to the bounty of the conscious universe and look within. Wait, where did that come from, you may ask? It was there all along. Qualities formerly concealed from view will be made visible to you now so that you may use them for healing, growth, and co-creating whatever your heart desires. You can have it because you have the innate gift for it. Listen to those who encourage you, and if someone tries to tell you that you haven't got what it takes, assume otherwise. Then seek out the company of those who see the best within you, for they are friends to treasure. You have more affluence than you imagine, and opening your eyes to the creative ways in which the conscious universe has manifested abundance in material form reveals wonderful possibilities for your life. Being aware of this will start to awaken you to the prosperity already within you. Remember, outer conditions reflect past intentions, and right now you can begin with an idea, a hopeful belief, a thought form that can coalesce into future reality. Imagine having all the wealth you need to live with purpose and feel a sense of fulfillment. Imagine you have latent strengths that will help you break away from the old patterns that kept you in a scarcity mentality. Let them arise within you. Perhaps abundance seems like just a glimmer of possibility right now. Even so, open up to the realization that your hidden treasures are more than enough to change your outer conditions. You are meant to prosper. I will say, green always speaks to the heart and abundance and getting what we want for me. This is a beautiful reading. There's also green here, green here. I will pay attention if you were even thinking about getting a crystal. We have the word crystal here, the word crystal here. We have crystals in these little cups here. So if you are having a spiritual awakening of any kind or just becoming more interested in it, if that sounds too woo-woo for you, look into jade. Look into jade. I'm also feeling clear quartz. But other than that, I am going to pull you to finish out your reading. I do something called charm casting, where I just pull at these little silver charms. And usually, depending on what I associate them with and like what meaning I assign to them, I usually get a little extra message for you. So I guess you get a little ASMR moment with your tarot too. But I am going to pull some for you. You're perfect. Oh, big. Let's take one more. I am getting a message for somebody that they don't have to pick one. You don't have to pick a family or a career. You don't have to pick school or a relationship. You don't have to do any of that. If somebody is telling you different, I want to tell you, and if you really are considering it, I really, really hope you don't give up on one goal for one thing or one person out of fear, because I think the right person, the right people, the right space is going to tell you you should be living a well-rounded life. Your life should never just be one facet of your dreams. I promise you, you can have all of it, especially with Cancer here. I definitely think this pile is for people who put their everything into everything they do. Especially with Cancer being a cardinal in astrology. I am a Cancer. This fell off a necklace I owned at one point. And in astrology, Cancer, Aries, Libra, and Capricorn are the cardinal signs, which means big energy around helping others, around starting things, about being like the engineers of society and the world and stuff. So making your own ideas and moving through them. And sometimes you are here with a mission, a purpose, because you got a really big idea to do something that is going to raise collective consciousness. It's very, very cardinal sign energy. But I want to tell you, with this crossing over the heel here, this makes me think of like your life being a song. Your song, your life doesn't have to just be one thing, and forward movement and what you do for others and your output with the heel here. It can also be with the anchor, anything you want. Anything you want. I did pay attention to this landing close to the Four of Pentacles. Pentacles are about something we're building long term. I taught you about it before. Something we're doing before. You don't have to pick one. You can have it all. I don't know who needs to hear that, but you can have it all. That is what I'm feeling, especially with tuning out opinions of anybody who tells you you can, or nipping it in the bud, because you are here to do something important within the field you've chosen, within the place you're living. You are here to do something important that is going to change and open up minds and heal others, even if it's like being a psychiatrist or something. But you have important work to do here, and something you're doing with purpose. I don't want you pausing for anybody or feeling like you have to pick one thing. The balance, you may not envision what it is now, but it will come if you still want both things. It will come. You'll figure out a way to make it work. Because any new experience we have is a new experience. But that shouldn't stop you from living a well-rounded life of your dreams. I love you so, so very much, and I have nothing but belief in you, your power, and your heart, because I think it's so big and so kind. Thank you for coming to my little Elle Woods corner of the internet where I read tarot cards. I love you so, so very much. There's nothing to fix here. Only take what resonates, what feels right, and what you feel ready for. I love you so, so very much, and I hope you know you can come back to this if you ever need to hear this again. And my space is a safe place to land for you. For you time. You time. Not what all these other people are saying. For you time. I care about you. I love you. And thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Subscribe to me so you can keep up with me if you ever want to see me, hear my voice, and be in my space here with me again. I love you so, so very much, and thank you. Thank you. I love you. Bye.